Hey everyone, welcome to Find Your Flow. I am Natalie and you're watching part 2 of Yoga for Lockdown. Starting off our practice with a super mindful, gentle little bit of movement and then following on to a meditation to hopefully help calm your body and your mind. Hop on your mat and I'll meet you on mine. Okie dokie. So we're going to start lying down on the ground, but making sure first that we have our at-home props for the second part of our practice when we do our meditation, just in case you want something to lift the hips up onto. So whether you've got a bolster, a block, a brick, a towel, pillow, cushion, take what you might need. And then coming on down to the ground, we're going to bring our feet to the earth. Let our knees fall in toward one another. So walk the feet a little wider towards the edges of the mat. And then relax the hands on the belly space. Close down the eyes or soften the gaze. And right away, just tapping into the breath as it is right now. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and start to generally check in with how you feel here. What do you feel beneath the palms, beneath the soles of the feet? And as our feet are touching the ground, can we really spread through each of our toes and become a little more aware of all four sides of the feet as they touch down on the mat, reminding us that we are grounded here in this space right now. We're just going to start off by taking 10 breaths as we are. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Just breathing and becoming a little bit more aware of anything that might come to the surface here. Any physical sensations, emotions, anything at all. What has happened so far today that has led you to your mat, to the ground, wherever you are? Just listen. And after you've finished your 10 breaths, don't worry if it's 9, don't worry if it's 11. Just start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Reach the arms back behind you. Send the legs out long. And find a big, full body reach here in both directions. Inhale, reach even further. Exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Bring the hands to the knees or shins. If you want to flutter the eyes open here, you can. If you want to keep them closed and let my voice guide you, then go for it. Find a soft rocking here, side to side. And then release both legs out long on the mat. Arms come back again behind you. Taking hold of the right wrist. We're going to shimmy our upper body over towards the left side of the mat, keeping our shoulder blades rooted, the back body down on the ground. And then walk the feet over to the left side as well. And as we very gently pull on the right wrist, we'll find a nice opening in the right side body. And if we want to take it a bit more, we can cross the right ankle over the top of the left. And just keep breathing fully here into the side ribs. See if, although there's lots of effort involved here in this opening, can we invite a softness to where we are, to our movement here. Find one more breath. And then release, shuffle back through center. Take hold of the left wrist, shimmy upper body over to the right, let the feet follow with that option of crossing the left ankle over the right. Same thing here. Almost in like a curly banana shape in the body. One more breath. And then make your way back to center. Nice. Release the arms. Bring the feet back to the ground. And we're just going to roll to one side. Press up lightly. And come to find a seat. Take your time in lifting up here. There's absolutely no rush. Take whatever support you might want to. I'm going to take a yoga block. Nice. Really make sure here that you are comfortable. So we are going to stay here for a little bit longer than we would normally. Don't worry if your hips are lifted very, very high. If that is what helps you find comfort, awesome. Go for it. And if cross-legged doesn't work, you can do this on a seat. Remember that. So if you have a chair nearby, just make sure you're bringing your feet flat to the ground and lifting up nice and tall. So you might want to lift yourself towards the front of your chair that you have. Arriving here, reaching the arms wide. And then all the way to the sky. Bring the hands together down at the heart. Nice. Lift the sternum up towards the thumbs. Twist over to the right side. Keep your lower body where it is, grounding down. Find one breath here. And then release into a full twist. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right fingertips swim to the mat behind us. Really finding this rotation through the rib cage. Mindful if the shoulders have crept up near the ears. Can we find a little bit more space here? And just breathe. Nice. Make your way back to center. Hands come to the heart. Twisting now over to the left side. Staying here first, keeping thumbs to the sternum, center of the chest. And then releasing into our full twist. Just noticing the space you have in the body today without judging it. Taking it nice and easy here. So we're not looking to crank or yank ourselves into any tight space. Find one more breath. And then release back to center. Nice. This time we're going to float the fingertips behind us. Lift our heart, lift our gaze. Coming to explore seated cat-cow. Inhale fully. Exhale, round the spine back. Bring the hands toward one another in front of you. Curl chin towards the chest. Moving here with your own breath. Couple more times. Inhale, reach. Find space. Open through the heart. Exhale, rounding through. Keep moving here. Twice more. Come back to center when you're ready. Just relax the hands wherever they fall naturally and bring the chin down towards the chest. Gaze towards the floor. Circle gaze over to the right side. Lift all the way up and over to the left. Moving once in the opposite direction. So important to help to release some physical tension we might holding onto first. Gaze forwards and then checking in with everything else that's going on in the body. Hopefully we feel a little bit softer after that gentle movement practice. We are now coming to the meditation part of this Lockdown Life series. So if you found you weren't very comfortable where you were, it's okay. Shuffle into another space, don't worry. If you want to put on any warmer clothing, then go for it. Maybe some socks, another jumper. Get snuggly here, maybe your dressing gown for the ultimate snuggly meditation. And then arrive in your space. Soften the gaze or close the eyes completely. And start to lengthen a little taller from the tailbone space all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. And this meditation is to ground, soothe, settle, and let you be with just your breath. So this might help you come back down to earth if you feel you're perhaps getting a little bit carried away with your mind, with your thoughts, with life as it is right now, because let's face it, it's pretty crazy. So know that you are not alone in feeling like this. And before we do anything else, just check in. Ask yourself how you're feeling right now. And if you're feeling sad, overwhelmed, anxious, angry, unsettled, worried, can we bring a sense of compassion to this? And remind ourselves that we all struggle at times. We really are not alone in feeling anything like this. But that's important to remember now and always. As we settle into our space, can we press the pause button on everything else that's happening around us right now? Maybe you can hear the television in the distance, distant chatter, footsteps, the busy road outside, anything at all. Bringing your attention to the areas of contact that you have with the floor. So maybe you can feel into your feet, noticing the solidity of the ground under them if you're on your chair. Maybe it's your spine resting on your hard, soft surface if you've chosen to lie down. And can you feel the difference between where there is contact and where there's none? Now expanding your awareness and feeling your entire body here in this space. You might feel a sense of pain or discomfort, or a physical sense of restlessness, or maybe an arising itch. And without pushing yourself or causing yourself extra discomfort, see if it's possible to observe these sensations and let them go without fixating on them. Practice staying patient with the discomfort in your body while staying in touch with a sense of care and compassion. And if you need to make any changes to how you're sat in order to feel more at ease, can you practice moving with intention? Allow yourself that kindness. Begin to notice that with each breath, there's a physical movement of your body. Where do you feel your breath the most? Can we notice the rising and falling of our belly or chest? Notice the air moving in and out of our nose. And you might notice here that your mind is quite busy. Maybe it wasn't before, maybe it was before. You might notice that sensations start to take over in the physical body. But through it all, can we just observe whatever arises? And when we notice our attention is dancing somewhere else, gently bring it back to the breath. And let the breath just breathe itself. There's no need to make it any other way than what it wants to be. We don't need to make it deeper, longer, fuller. just add a little bit more awareness to each in-breath and each out-breath. And if you only get through one breath without your mind drifting away, know that this does not make this a bad meditation. Trust that whatever you're doing, just being with your breath is right. And for the last few minutes of our practice, expand your awareness to take in the entirety of this experience for you. With each in-breath, welcome a sense of open awareness and take it all in with a sense of acceptance, awareness and clarity. You might like to repeat, "This is how things are for me right now." And with each out-breath, can you offer yourself whatever wishes feel most appropriate in this moment right now? It might be, may I be kind to myself. May I find my inner strength. May I be compassionate towards others. May I find contentment with things as they are. Anything else at all that resonates with you, repeat those words in your mind. And as our practice comes to an end, notice any tendency for your mind to leap forward into the future or any urge to jump off your meditation seat. And simply come back again to your next in-breath, your next out-breath. And we'll spend 3 more full cycles of breath here together. And with intention, wiggle your fingers and toes. Flutter the eyes open and smile. Notice how you're feeling right now, but know that there's no particular way that you need to feel. Just take one more full breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And either keep the hands where they are or float the palms together at the heart. It has been my honor to practice with you today. Thank you so much for joining me, but more importantly, for carving out the time in your busy life to spend these few minutes with yourself. Thank you all for joining me. From my heart to yours, namaste.